Most people believe making $10,000 requires years of work, connections, or a large amount of starting capital. But something has changed in the last few years. Artificial intelligence has made it possible for one person to do the work that once required an entire team. Writing, research, design, marketing, and analysis can now all be done much faster than before. Because of that shift, we are entering a time where individuals can realistically reach their first $10,000 faster than previous generations. In this video, I want to explain how people are actually doing it. These are not unrealistic get-rich-quick schemes. They are practical strategies that people are already using to generate income with the help of AI. If you understand these strategies and apply them correctly, reaching your first $10,000 becomes a realistic milestone rather than a distant dream. The first thing to understand is that AI does not magically create money. What AI actually does is remove friction. For most of history, starting something profitable required three major things. You needed knowledge, you needed time, and you needed help from other people. If you wanted to start a business, you often had to hire writers, designers, marketers, researchers, and analysts. Today, AI can assist with many of those roles. That means a single person can move much faster than before. The people who learn how to use AI effectively are essentially operating with the productivity of a small team. That productivity advantage is where the opportunity comes from. AI allows individuals to research faster, write faster, analyze information faster, and build projects more quickly. When you combine that speed with a good idea, the barrier to earning money becomes much lower. One of the fastest ways people are making their first $10,000 with AI is through service businesses. This works because companies already spend money on certain tasks every month. Businesses constantly need things like content writing, research, marketing materials, and reports. These are problems companies are already willing to pay someone to solve. AI allows you to solve those problems much faster. Imagine a small business that needs articles written for their website. Normally, they might hire a freelance writer and pay several $100s per article. With AI tools, you can dramatically reduce the time required to research topics, outline articles, and draft content. You still need to edit and refine the work, but the heavy lifting becomes much easier. If you charge $500 for a project, it only takes 20 clients to reach $10,000. That number is not unrealistic. There are thousands of small businesses online that constantly need help producing content, doing research, or organizing information. AI simply allows you to complete those projects faster and more efficiently. Another example is research. Companies spend large amounts of money on market research and competitor analysis. AI tools can gather and summarize massive amounts of information very quickly. If you can take that information and turn it into a clear report or useful insight, businesses will pay for that value. Once again, the principle is simple. AI speeds up the process, but you provide the structure and the final result. Another powerful path to your first $10,000 is content creation. Content has become one of the most powerful economic engines on the internet. Millions of people watch videos, read articles, and follow creators every single day. The challenge used to be the amount of work required to consistently produce content. You needed ideas, scripts, research, editing, and promotion. Quick note before we continue. I'm building an AI called Saint AI, where you can ask questions about historical figures, biblical history, and historical identity. Right now, I'm offering 100 founding memberships for people who want to support the project early. Founders get free lifetime access and help shape the platform as it grows. Saint AI is an alternative to mainstream platforms like ChatGPT and Meta AI. Not funded by Zionist billionaires, we need 100 founders to launch, but you can also make a free account to join the waiting list. A link is in the description. Don't delay. AI dramatically accelerates this process. AI can help generate video ideas, structure scripts, summarize complex topics, and organize research. This allows creators to produce content much more consistently. And consistency is one of the most important factors in growing an audience online. Once content begins gaining traction, there are several ways to monetize it. Creators earn income through advertising revenue, affiliate marketing, digital products, sponsorships, and consulting. You do not need millions of followers to make money. Many creators with relatively small audiences still generate significant income because their content reaches the right niche. Another strategy that is becoming increasingly popular is building micro-digital businesses. A micro-digital business focuses on solving a very specific problem. Instead of trying to build a huge company, you create a small digital product that provides value to a niche audience. For example, someone might create a digital guide that teaches a specific skill. Another person might build a research report for a particular industry or a toolkit that helps people solve a certain problem. AI can help with researching the topic, organizing the information, and drafting the content. Once the product exists, it can be sold repeatedly online. If a digital product sells for $20, it only takes 500 sales to reach $10,000. That may sound difficult at first, but the internet has billions of users. You do not need millions of customers. You only need to reach a small group of people who find the product useful. The key concept behind digital products is leverage. A service requires time for every customer, but a digital product can be created once and sold many times. AI dramatically reduces the time required to create those products, which makes this model even more accessible. However, there is an important point that many people miss. The real advantage is not AI itself. The real advantage is how you think. AI is only as powerful as the questions you ask it. The people who succeed with AI are the ones who use it to explore ideas, analyze information, and solve real problems. They treat AI like a research partner. Instead of spending hours searching through scattered articles and information online, they use AI to organize knowledge quickly and efficiently. When you can understand information faster, you can make better decisions. This is one of the reasons I started building S8NT AI. Most AI tools simply generate quick answers, but they often lack depth and structure. The goal of S8NT AI is to help people explore ideas, research complex topics, and gain deeper insight into the information they are studying. When you have access to structured knowledge and powerful analysis tools, it becomes much easier to develop ideas and identify opportunities. Better understanding leads to better decisions, and better decisions often lead to better outcomes. The truth is that we are still in the early stages of the AI revolution. Many people are still unsure how to use these tools effectively. But the individuals who learn how to work with AI now will have a major advantage over the next decade. Every major technological shift creates new opportunities. The internet created entirely new industries. Social media created entirely new careers. Artificial intelligence is beginning to do the same thing. It is lowering the barrier to entry for entrepreneurship and allowing individuals to operate with capabilities that once required entire organizations. That means reaching your first $10,000 is no longer limited to people with massive resources. It is increasingly possible for individuals who know how to combine technology with creativity and problem-solving. If you are interested in exploring what AI can actually do, you can check out S8NT AI using the link below. And if you enjoy content about artificial intelligence, technology, and the future of work, make sure to subscribe. We are only beginning to see what this technology will make possible.